The concrete company is the only subcontractor we've used. Otherwise, it's just been our help and our people. Mostly my hands, but a few others along the way. But it was worth it to me to pay for the expertise on concrete rather than spend the time learning it.
Trying to get that thing centered up on the door, yeah.
Right.
It was a little nerve-wracking watching them back up the truck and put the chute through the front door. They did pretty well at it, but it was a little touch and go there for a minute, so that made me nervous with a giant truck threading a chute through the door.
It's nice that it's a timber frame, because even if they tore off an entire wall, the house wouldn't go anywhere.
The concrete got put in after the walls because of the way that I wanted to conceal the steel post connections. All of the timber frame posts have a steel standoff on the bottom, and that's what gets welded to the foundation. And by pouring the floor after I've welded all of that up, then I don't have to see any of those welds, and I don't have to be aware of that steel standoff, but it's still doing its job of separating concrete from wood so that I don't have the wood wicking moisture through the concrete.
So far, so good. I had them graded a little bit. It's got a little bit of a slope coming out of the house, because if we have any issues with water at all down in there, I want it to be able to run out and escape 2 inches higher in the back.
I think it's an interesting process. I haven't done it very much, so I wanted the kids to see what concrete was all about, because it's a good building material. I know it has a high embodied energy and everything, but still it's the right solution for a lot of different things. It's still a really useful building material, and it was good for them to see it happen a little bit.
Now, you had to wait longer than you wanted to get this concrete in.
I did have to wait a little bit, but that's pretty normal when dealing with contractors. This particular guy had a lot of other things cooking, and we were his smallest customer, so you just got to sit around and wait sometimes, and that's just the way it goes. But it went well, and the guys were really good and really fast, and they really did a great job with the finish work.
It looks so good!
Polishing it so it was nice and smooth. And it felt great to have some help and to have some experts on the case.
pretty good, huh? Floor! Drying out.
I am happy that it's done. I'm glad that we're moving on to other things. It was a lot of work, but I think I'm going to be really happy with all the work that went into it, and I'm really ready to move on to other things.
I feel good. So they let it dry for a couple of days and then come back and did some relief cuts in it, because a big field of concrete like that is going to crack, and by putting relief cuts in it, you're sort of deciding where it's going to crack. So it does it in a orderly way instead of just random splits going everywhere. But I also like sort of the neatness of the lines dividing up the room.
I get to move on from one area of building that I knew almost nothing about to another one. I just will learn more and more as we start doing electrical, and I do get to do a little bit of framing, so I'm completely comfortable with that. And then we have to tackle electrical before we can close anything in.
I'm Nick. Thanks for watching.